Hello, my friends. It is now time for Super Kids. Before we get into the lesson and the song, we're gonna do a quick activity. You are just looking at my whiteboard. You don't need your whiteboards. You don't need your markers. Just watch what I'm doing, okay? So I'm gonna spell a word for us, okay? I'm gonna spell a word for us. So I've got L-O-G. Okay, I got the word L-O-G. Can you sound this out with me? Ready? L-O-G. All right, well, try it by yourselves. All right, we'll do it one more time with me. Ready? L-O-G. All right, let's put it all together. Ready? L-O-G. Log. What word is that? Log. Good job. Now, I'm going to switch around some of the words. Or some of the letters. Let's see if we can figure out the new word. Now, the new word I just wrote is L-A-G. So the vowel is different. Ready? Sound it out with me. Ready? L-A-G. Let's try it again. Ready? L-A-G. All right, why don't you sound out by yourself? Ready? All right, one more time with me. L-A-G. Let's put it all together. Leg. Now this word, it's not leg, like leg on your body. It means like when you're a little tired. All right? Great work. All right, let's keep going. Oh, we got kind of another one to do. Ready? Ooh, almost dropped my marker. All right. Now we're going to put A-D-D. Now remember when we talked about this, when there are two letters that are the same next to each other, do we do two sounds or one? That's right, we do one. So do it with me. Ready? And. And. All right, one time by yourself. All right, let's put it all together. Ready? Add. Add. Now listen to it if we said this twice. Ready? Add. It'd be add. No, thank you. All right, I'm going to change around one of those letters, and let's see if we can pronounce the new word. All right, are you ready? Ready? Now, I'm going to put an O instead of an A. I think we know this word, but remember, let's just review real quick. Two letters that are the same. Do they make two sounds or one? Just one. All right, sound it out with me. Ready? A-D. A-D. All right, you try it by yourself once. All right, let's put it all together. Ready? Odd. Great job, my friends, with that activity, okay? You guys are getting better and better with sounding out every day, okay? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the Lily song ready to play, okay? All right, I'm going to play the Lily song, and then we will get into our lesson. All right. Listen while I sing about the lions in my family, my lively little lions. I have a house of lions, they're not the scary kind. My family of lions is the nicest you could find. The lions in my family don't roar or fight at all, because the lions are the strong, the furry, soft, and small. Lily listen, listen while I sing about the lions in my family, my lively little lions. My lions are a family, a mother and a dad, who live with their two children, whose names are Last and Lad. I like to play with them when friends come visit me. We pretend the lions talk, and we give them cake and tea. All right, my friends, before we get started with our lesson, let's grab out everything we're going to need. You're going to need your Lily books, a pencil, some scissors, and a glue stick, okay? So why don't you grab your Lily book, a pencil, scissors, and a glue stick, okay? If you need a few more moments to go grab those materials, I want you to pause the recording, but if you have all that in front of you, we can continue on, okay? So I am going to share my screen. What page I want you on? I want you on page 7, okay? Can you please open up to page 7, and I'm going to get me all set up for page 7. All right, so I am on page 7. Remember, you need a pencil, and you're open up to page 7. So on page 7, we are looking through, and we are going to listen to an audio recording, okay? Now, I know we normally listen for the beginning sound in audio recordings, but today we're going to be listening to pictures that end with the sound. So let's pause for a second. Let me explain that a little bit better, okay? So we're going to listen to an audio recording, and Lily's going to explain some things around her lion's house, okay? So she's going to explain some things she finds around the house. Now you're going to listen to the word or the object that she tells you, and if that object ends with the l sound, you're going to write a lowercase l on the line. If it does not end with the L sound, you're going to put an X on the line, okay? Do you understand? All right, I'm going to explain just one more time before we begin. You're going to listen to an audio recording, okay? And in that audio recording, Lily's going to explain things you would find around her lion's house. And if the object she says ends with the L sound, you're going to put an L, okay, on the line, lowercase. Make sure it's lowercase, okay? And then if it does not, you're going to put an X on the line, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the audio recording. You're not going to see my face, but I'm going to make sure you're listening, okay? And I'm going to give you directions every time we pause, okay? You think you're ready? Oh, I think you're ready too. Remember, L if it ends with an L, X if it doesn't end with an X. And make sure that L is lowercase. All right, let's get started.
Meet the SuperKids. Student Book, Unit 7, page 7. Listen carefully and follow my directions. When you hear this sound, your teacher will pause this recording so you have time to mark your answer.
Hi, Lily. Hi, Alf. Hey, what's that big box you got there? This is a house for my lion family. See? Doc helped me make it. Good idea. What are you going to put in the house? Don't the lions need chairs and tables and beds and stuff? Yes, they sure do. But look, my dad gave me this box of stuff from our basement. It's just a bunch of little things he was going to throw away. I thought we could try to make furniture and maybe toys for the lions out of the junk in this box. Okay, let's see what he gave you. A couple of hairpins, a pin cushion, some buttons, an old key, a pipe cleaner, a scraggly toothbrush, a whistle, a mitten, and look, see this piece of shiny foil? Yes, I can see myself in it. Wouldn't this foil make a good mirror for the lions? Dad Lion can check to see if his hat's on straight, and Lad and Lats can make funny faces at themselves. We can tape the foil onto the wall. It'll make a good mirror. Let's put it up now.
Look at the mirror made of foil. Foil. Does foil end with the sound O? If your answer is yes, write lowercase l on the lines next to the foil mirror. If your answer is no, mark an X on the lines.
All right, my friends, the word is foil. Listen to the ending sound, not the beginning, the ending. Foil, foil. Write your answer on the line. If it does end with the L sound, put an L on the line. If it does not, X on the line, okay? Now, my friends, if you need a few more minutes, you can pause the video.
Now look at the bed with the white sheets.
The mirror is fine, but the lines need things like chairs and tables and beds too. I wonder if there's anything here we could use to make a bed. What about this raisin box? If we cut off the front part like this and leave the sides, it would make a good bed. Hey, yeah, the bed made out of a raisin box looks very comfortable.
Box. Does box end with the sound O? If your answer is yes, write lowercase l on the lines next to the raisin box bed. If your answer is no, mark an X on the lines.
All right, the word is box. Remember, we're listening to the ending sound. Box. Write your answer right here. If it's in lowercase l, you write a lowercase l. If it's an X, make an X, okay? All right, I'm going to keep going. If you need a few more moments, please pause the video. I do not want to rush anyone.
Now look at the bed with the red blanket.
What if it gets cold? The line would need some kind of cover. Like a blanket? Yes, we could use a tissue. Oh, a tissue is too thin. It wouldn't keep them warm. We need something thick and fluffy. Let's see if there's anything in the box that would work. How about this mitten? If we put this mitten in the box and then put the line inside the mitten, it'll be soft underneath and warm on the top. It's a very small mitten. I think it is perfect for Lulu, the doll. Yeah, Lulu would be cozy and warm in the mitten.
Mitten. Does mitten end with the sound O? If your answer is yes, write lowercase l on the lines next to the bed with the red mitten blanket. If your answer is no, mark an X on the lines.
All right, we are listening to the word mitten. Mitten. If it ends with the L sound, you're going to put a lowercase l on the line right here. If it does not, make an X. Listen one more time. Mitten. Mitten. All right. I'm going to continue on. If you need a few more minutes to just get your answer, please pause the video, okay?
Now look at the jingle bell.
What's that jingling? It's a little jingle bell. See? Sewn on the mitten. Well, don't you think we'd better take it off? Or else every time Lulu rolls over in bed or anything, she'll wake up. Her blanket will have a built-in alarm clock. Okay, let's cut it off. Now what should we do with this bell? Well, it's too big for any of the lions to wear. Besides, cats wear bells around their necks, but I never heard of lions wearing bells. No. You know what, though? The lions need a doorbell. If we tie some string to the jingle bell and tape it next to the door, then visitors could ring the bell when they come to visit the lions. Let's try it. Here's some string. Tie it around the loop at the top of the bell. Right. Now let's tape the string next to the door. There. Anybody home? The jingle bell makes a great doorbell for the lions.
Bell. Does bell end with the sound O? If your answer is yes, write lowercase l on the lines next to the jingle bell. If your answer is no, mark an X on the lines.
All right, the word we are working with right now is bell, bell. If you, bell ends with the lowercase l, you write a lowercase l on the line. If it does not, you make an X on the line, all right? Bell. Write your answer on the line. Okay, I'm going to continue on. If you need a few moments, press that space bar. I do not want to rush anyone. All right, let's continue on.
Now look at the wooden spool with the twisted wire.
Hey, look at this wooden spool. All the threads off it. I bet we could use this to make something for the lions.
A table?
No, it's too small for a table.
A chair?
No, it has that hole in the middle. It would be uncomfortable to sit on. What if we put it on its side so it rolls, and then put a pipe cleaner through the holes, like this, then twist the ends together. See what I've made?
A carpet sweeper?
No, it's supposed to be a lawnmower.
Oh, sure. I get it. It's a lawnmower, all right.
The spool does make kind of a weird lawnmower, but I think the lions will like it anyway.
Spool. Does spool end with the sound o? If your answer is yes, write lowercase l on the lines next to the spool. If your answer is no, mark an X on the lines.
All right, the word is spool, spool. Write your answer on the line, either a lowercase l or an X, all right? Spool. All right, I'm gonna continue on again. Space bar if you're not ready. All right.
Now look at the two wooden chopsticks.
What are these wooden sticks?
Those are chopsticks. Many people who live in China or Japan use them to eat with. My mother taught me to eat with these chopsticks. See? You hold them like this, both in one hand.
Can I try?
Sure. Hold one steady and hold the other sort of the way you hold a pencil.
Oops.
That's a little tricky at first.
Maybe we can use the chopsticks to make something for the lions.
That's a good idea.
Let's see. To us, the chopsticks are thin, the size of pencils, but to the lions, they are tall poles.
Like stilts.
That's it! Let's use the chopsticks to make Lass and Lad a pair of stilts to walk with. We can make a little notch on each chopstick with scissors like this. Now they have a place to put their feet.
Lass and Lad can have lots of fun playing with their chopstick stilts.
Chopsticks. Does chopsticks end with the sound o? If your answer is yes, write lowercase l on the lines next to the chopsticks. If your answer is no, mark an X on the lines.
All right, the word is chopsticks, chopsticks. All right, if chopsticks ends with the L sound, I want you to write a lowercase l on the line. If it does not, put an X on the line, all right? Chopsticks. All right, let's check our answers. All right, let's see how you guys did. Sorry about that, my friend. There we go.
Let's check your answers. You should have written lowercase l on the lines next to these three pictures: foil mirror, jingle bell, and spool. You should have marked an X on the lines next to these three pictures: raisin box bed with white sheets, raisin box bed with a red mitten blanket, and chopsticks stilts.
All right, my friends, I would like you to check your answers with mine. If you have them all set, you are ready to move on. If you do not have them matching mine, I want you to pause the video and fix the mistakes you made, and it's okay if you made mistakes, right? All right, and then we're gonna move on, okay? So I'm gonna pause the video for a second to get myself all ready for the next page, what you're going to do is you're going to turn to pages 8 and 9. And in the process, please grab your scissors and glue sticks, okay? So pages 8 and 9, scissors and glue sticks. Let me just pause. All right, my friends, so I switched up the camera view for a little bit because I want to do this with you, okay? So on page 8, we're going to start with page 8. You see we have pictures of Dad, we have pictures of Lulu, we learned the name of their pet, it is named Lulu, and we see Lass. Now look through the pictures, my friends. Sometimes they look sad. Sad. And sometimes they look glad. Glad, okay? At the bottom, you're going to see something very interesting. You're going to see some S by themselves and a G, L together, okay? When you see an S, you know it makes the S sound, right? Well, when you see a G and an L, it makes the gl, like the sound you hear in glad, okay? What we're going to do you see real on top and on the side, there are pink lines. You're going to cut those pink lines first, okay? Then when you are done, you're going to cut the green lines, my friends. All right, you're going to cut the green lines. So we're going to start by cutting our pink lines, and then we're going to start, after that, cut the green lines. Now I want everyone to hit this pause button, okay? And when you are all done cutting out the pink and green lines, you can start again, okay? So everyone needs to pause, and then we will continue on, okay? Pause. All right, if you unpause that video, that means you have all of these cut out and you are ready to move on. If you are not done with that, please, please, please pause until you are all set, okay? Okay, so what we're going to do, my friends, we're going to put the proper beginning in front of the AD family. So let's sound that out together. Ready? Add. So sad and glad are part of the AD family, okay? So let's look at the first picture, my friends. How does Dad look in the first picture? Show me how he looks. He looks sad. Sad. Now, what letter would make sense? Would a S make sense in this? Or the glad? Which one would make sense? Sad or glad? Which one do you think? You think we should glue the S down? I agree. So grab your glue sticks. Okay, apparently mine doesn't want to open. There you go. Got my glue stick open. I'm going to put some glue right in that box. And what letter am I going to put there? That's right. I'm going to grab and put an S in the box, like so. So let's sound out the word we just made. Ready? Sad. Read it all together. Sad. Okay, good job. All right, now let's look at the next picture. Let's look at the next picture. How does Dad look in this picture? He looks, another word for happy? Glad. Would it make sense to put the sad or the glad? Are we going to put an S or a GL in front of the AD? Are we going to make sad or glad? What are we going to put? That's right. We are going to put a GL. So I'm going to get my glue. I'm going to grab a GL, and I'm going to put it right in the box. Now, my friends, if I am going too quick for you, please pause the video at any time. I do not want to rush anyone. All right. You are right. He is glad. Let's sound that together. Ready? Try it with me. Glad. Awesome work, my friends. All right. So we have met the lions, a toy named Lulu. Now she is in bed. She's got her bottle. She looks pretty happy. And what's another word for happy, my friends? That's right, glad. Glad. Now, are we going to put an S to make sad or a GL to make glad? What are we going to do? That's right. We are going to glue a GL right there. Awesome work. That's right. She looks pretty glad. Let's sound it out. Put your finger right here. Ready? Glad. Glad. Good job, my friends. You guys are doing such a good job. All right, now let's look. How does Lulu look right now? She fell out of bed. How does she look? Show me how she looks. She looks so sad. She looks so sad. Now listen very carefully to the first sound you hear. Sad. Are we going to put an S or a GL in front? What are we going to put? What sound makes the S sound? That's right. We are going to put an S because she's so sad. Oh my goodness. Sad. All right, let's sound out this together. Ready? Sad. Sad. Put it all together. Sad. All right, now what I want you to do is I want you to do Lass's pictures by yourself. I want you to either say they are glad or sad and glad. So I want you to look at the picture and I want you to put an S if she is sad to make sad or the GL to show she is glad. Glad, okay? So I want you to do with the last two ones, we have an S and a GL. I want you to make the word sad if she is sad and glad if she is glad, okay? So I want you to pause the video, and then once you got these figured out, you can unpause the video and check your answers. All right, let's check and see how you did, which you guys are so smart, so I think you did pretty well, okay? So let's look. In this picture, she is very, very sad. She fell off her stilts. So you should have put down, because she is sad, you should have put down an S to make the word sad. Sad. And in this picture, she got back up even though she fell. And now she is glad. Glad. So you need to put a GL in front of that to make glad. 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 Okay? So just check real quick. So let's read these words really carefully. Not sounding them out. We're just going to read them. Ready? Sad, glad, glad, sad, sad, glad. Awesome work. All right, now what we're going to do, we are going to move on to page 9. So I'm going to pause real quick to get ready for page 9. All right, you should be on page 9. You do not need your glue sticks for this part, so you can put that away. You can grab out your pencil back. And what we're going to do more practice with the add family and the words sad and glad. Sound like a plan? All right, so let me just get my pencil all set up. Okay, let's look at Mom in this picture. What happened in this picture, my friends? Yeah, her mitten ripped. Her mitten is ripped. How would you feel if your mitten ripped? Let's pretend you went outside today. It was pretty chilly out today, I would say. and you went outside and your mitten was ripped, how would you feel? Well, first off, you'd feel cold, but you would feel pretty sad. Sad. What letter are we going to add to this word to make sad? Listen very carefully. Sad. What letter are we going to add? That's right. We're going to add an S. So what you're going to do, my friends, in the box, you're going to write a lowercase s, and then you're going to trace the A and the D, and S-A-D spells sad. Okay, so you should have put an S in the box and then trace the A and the D. Okay? Okay, let's move on. If I'm going too quick, pause the video. Okay, let's move on. All right, how does Mom look in that picture? It looks like her mitten got all fixed up. Look at her face. How does she look? Show me how she looks. She looks glad. Listen very carefully to the word glad. Glad. Are we going to add an S? No, we're not making sad. We're making glad. What two letters are we going to add to the AD family to make glad? That's right. We're going to do a G and an L. So there's two boxes. So in the first box, you're going to write a lowercase g. In the second box, you're going to do a lowercase l. And then you're going to trace the A and the D. And G-L-A-D spells glad. Okay, if you're not ready, pause the video. All right, now it's time for you to practice on your own, I think. I would like you to look at the pictures of Lad and figure out if he is sad or if he is glad. I want you to do the next two pictures by yourself. You're going to add the letters you need and then trace the letters they give you, okay? So I want you to pause the video really quick, and then when you are ready to move on, we're going to check your answers. All right, let's check and see how you did. In this picture, it looks like Lad has chicken pox. And I had chicken pox when I was your age. Yeah, when I was like 5. And let me tell you, there is no reason to be glad during chicken pox. I was very, very sad. So under the picture of it looking like Lad has chicken pox, you're going to do the word sad. So in the box, you should have a lowercase s, and then trace the A and the D, and S-A-D spells sad. Okay. Now in the next picture, it looks like the chicken pox cleared up, which is awesome. And trust me, once my chicken pox cleared up, I was super, super glad. So under the picture of Lad smiling in the foil mirror, you're going to do the word glad. So in the first box, you're going to do a lowercase g. In the second box, it's going to be a lowercase l. And then trace the A and the D to make glad. So G-L-A-D spells glad. All right. When you have finished this page, you can close your Lily books. We are done with them today. Now what we're going to do, before we get into the practice page, I'm going to replay the Lily song for you, okay? So I'm going to pause the video real quick and get the Lily song all set up for you. Okay. All right, my friends, here is the Lily song. Now, remember, we're not done with Super Kids yet. We do have a practice page, but let's listen to the Lily song before we continue.
Lily Jane, listen, listen while I sing about the lions in my family, my lively little lions. I have a house of lions, they're not the scary kind. My family of lions is the nicest you could find. The lions in my family don't roar or fight at all, because the lions are the strong, the furry, soft, and small. Lily listen, listen while I sing about the lions in my family, my lively little lions. My lions are a family, a mother and a dad, who live with their 2 children, whose names are Lash and Mag. I like to play with them when friends come visit me. We pretend the lions talk, and we give them cake and tea. Lily listen, listen while I sing about the lions in my family, my lively little lions. Wouldn't it be fun someday if you could come to see where the little lions live and play with them and me?
All right, my friends. So what we're going to do is we're going to open up or get to page 43. Can you please get page 43, some scissors and a glue stick? Now you're going to do this page by yourself, but I'm going to tell you first what you're going to do. So you need a pencil, you need your scissors, and you need your glue stick, okay? Now, first things first, what is the first thing Mrs. Boris is going to want you to do? Write your name on top. So I'm going to do the same. Write your name on top, and then you stop. I'm getting a little bit better at writing my name. Okay, maybe not, but I'm trying my best. Write your name on top, and then you stop. Okay. 1 second, just finishing up. Mine's a little long. Okay. Oh, no. Erase. We're going to try that again. Okay. There we go. Much better. Okay, so what we're going to do, you are going to be reading words all by yourself today, okay? So you can see we're going to need to cut these out, okay? My friends, you're going to cut those out, but not yet. You're going to cut these out. You're going to read the word they give you, match it to the picture above, and then write the word that matches on the line. Okay? So first things first, let's read this one, okay? So let's read it together. Put your finger right where my pointer is. D-a-d. Let's put that all together. Dad. So you would cut this out and glue it right here. Now, are we done? Nope. What you're going to do next is you would write Dad on the lines below and your best handwriting. All right. Okay. So here there are the directions again. Before you start, you need to cut out the words. You're going to read the words they give you, glue them them under a picture that matches, and then write the words on the line, okay? Now, I want you to try this by yourself, but if you need some help, go ask your mom, dad. As long as they are not busy, I know some of us are working from home, okay? Try your best first, okay? And then when you are all done with all this, please have your moms or dads or whoever, whenever they can, send me a picture of all the work you did today, and I cannot wait to see it. Good luck, and I will see you for our math video.